How are you just gonna say they're not real? Chat, put in the comments, put in the chat if you think Cajun people are real.
No, man, it's just seasoning.
I can't
Man,
imagine.
that's bullshit, man. That's just seasoning. And I hadn't even asked BD. I was like, hey man, what do you think about Cajun people? He's like, hey man, some people don't think they're real, man.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
I was like, what do you think? He's like,
So I really missed all that in the past 2 days. That's fucking funny.
he was like, I don't know, man. They're people, man. I'd leave it at that, man. I'm like,
They're
man,
people.
good for you.
So if he thought it was just a seasoning.
And I hadn't even told him about that Tajin's place. And I was like, you know, it's a mix of Cajun and then, yeah. And I was like, do you think all they do is just add the fucking seasoning and they made a whole restaurant revolving around Cajun seasoning?
You do realize who this we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked for Old Bay.
You know what didn't work for Old Bay?
Old Bay sucks anyway. Shit.
You know how some people think like Cajun seasoning is too strong?
Is it?
I mean, some people think that. Like a lot of older people think that.
Some people think fucking pepper is too much.
Well, that too. Like anything with just some kick to it. But you know how like some older people just like too much seasoning will like take them out for the rest of the day?
That's why Luby's is no longer around.
Or take him out for their life.
Mm-hmm.
For life.
Imagine giving fucking Clint Eastwood just some pepper on his eggs.
Fuck that. Go, just give him the last dab and see what happens.
That's it. Game over.
I think his month that he has left turns into like 30 seconds.
That's fucking awful.
I think he just disintegrates.
Somehow cigars in his fucking mouth.
Don't like
cowboy hat.
Thanos net?
Nah, just molten lava. Just
molten lava.
Just burns to the core.
So I guess in this aspect,
you don't have to worry about shitting it then.
Now he turns into the shit. He's done, man. There's no more.
Aw.
Poor guy.
He really is ugly, dude.
Leave that fucking...
And he's bad. It smells bad. Does not smell good, smells bad, and it's ugly.
Fistful of dollars can only take you so far.
We become a fistful of shit after that.
Hairy, dude.
Doesn't he still have hair?
Barely.
No, I think he
There's hair in the turds.
I think he has hair. Hold on.
You think he coughs up like
hairball?
If
you're gonna look it up, every shit ready.
Oops. Oops.
Oh, dude. I think every once in a while he's like, you know what I mean? I think on his deathbed he's just gonna release them all. He's just covered in hairballs.
He
release them all?
He does still have hair, it's just not what you think.
Isn't it just shit?
He's doing better than most.
Yeah.
Shave it at that point, dude.
He's doing better than
Looks like his head was licked by a bunch of cats. Jesus. That's what his hair was looking like.
How do you connect that?
I don't fucking know.
So I guess
I'm autistic, leave me alone.
I guess that's the start of the podcast. Welcome back to the Internet Podcast. Got a little bit of a left field here. I'm Vincent.
I'm Kerry.
I'm Adam.
And today, we're talking about celebrities, but not the walking around kind.
Yeah, like in the doit kind.
That's it.
Well, in an urn, you know. Some people do that.
I mean,
or you know, in some cases, in animal bellies because they die and the fucking animals.
we're late. No, we're not touching that one.
Are you sure?
Yes, we're not touching that
Dude,
one.
that was not a celebrity.
It wasn't quite a celebrity.
He became a celebrity.
You know, I think
Posthumous.
that still counts, dude.
No, it don't.
Really?
You know who else counts?
Count Chocula?
Mr. Percy.
I said we weren't doing this.
No, we're doing
this.
this.
Is twice. Okay, fine. If we're gonna talk about dead celebrities,
and he was a celebrity for a very small majority of people.
Dude, that's not a celebrity.
Do you get what I said? A small majority.
Yes.
Of people?
Are you proud of yourself?
He is. He really is on that one. He's like, I did it!
See my laugh, dude? You see my smile? I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I can tell.
Bullshit, man. But yeah, we're talking about dead celebrities. I'll just be blunt with it.
We kind of came up with this kind of on the fly because with our last episode, we kind of had a lot more fun than we expected. But then we kind of had that little I guess it's natural to roadblock. And
Is that what we're calling it?
yeah, I guess we're calling it a roadblock.
Okay.
I mean, what do you want to call it?
I don't give a shit. I just went over.
The only thing I could think of was, I said, I want to revisit conspiracy theories. And kind of that's where the fun conspiracy theory came from is Elvis really dead?
Yes.
Butters killed
Yes.
John Lennon, dude.
The king died on the throne.
The throne was a toilet, by the way. which is
Exactly.
That much
Exactly.
funnier.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, bacon, and jelly.
So is Tupac alive?
I mean, in South Park he was.
I think he's
dead.
There's
Biggie.
I think King Von's alive.
Who?
King Von.
Think so?
Von! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did see his autopsy photo.
Think he's
but
dead?
You never know.
That dude was a fucking demon.
I think he was like legitimately a serial killer.
He was. He had like
He
16 or 18 bodies that we know of. It's like, come on, dude.
He was. There was no fucking...
All his #1 hits, the stories about killing people, yeah, that was actual real. He was just recounting it.
No, that's all it was.
I actually saw a documentary. It was a YouTube one, and this dude pretty much went back to like 2013 or some shit like that, and just went through all of his tweets. In some of those tweets, he literally tweets like a couple minutes before he kills somebody, right after he kills somebody, and then he just keeps like mocking them throughout the whole thing. But because there was nothing that tied him to the actual murder other than the tweet, like that, the cops didn't do anything. And then like he did tweet a couple things about a killing that he did that he was tied to, and then the cops just booked him on that. But then he got out and just went and killed somebody else.
Yeah, he got off.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did get off.
But there was that video of him in the fucking holding tank with all them guys, and he slipped his fucking cuffs and beat the shit out of his op. That's what you call them, right? Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gay.
He saw that motherfucker. He's like, okay. He walked over the side, somehow slipped his cup, and then proceeded to beat the shit out of this motherfucker while he was cuffed.
No, that's... No, that dude probably maybe shouldn't have been alive.
But he's not anymore.
I know. I'm saying he maybe shouldn't have been.
No, it.
His music was pretty good.
One of the greatest storytellers in hip hop. I give him that.
Yeah, but
they're true, so it makes it even cooler.
It's fucking wild still.
in most of those music videos, like he portrays it.
Yeah,
as it happened.
He backs it up, and I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Sometimes you need to make your art as real as possible. Maybe he just took that to a different extent.
He was doing it before the art, buddy.
Oh. He really was. He was.
That was his life.
He's from Oblak.
How did he cark it?
He got killed.
I
think he was he tried to fist fight somebody, I think. I don't know if it
I
was
thought you were going to say he got fisted.
Okay, we're going to get fucking killed now, dude. I don't know that. They're going to slide for Vaughn now, man. We're fucked.
Oblak ain't around no more, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah. I think it's named something else.
I thought they tore it down and kicked everybody out.
Maybe they did. I don't know. But
I know some people didn't want an affiliation with him for a long time because of that. That's kind of what I read. I read a whole article on it. I thought that was pretty wild.
But I think I don't remember if it was him or another rapper. But he was fist fighting somebody, and then that dude either it was a dude he was fighting or someone who was friends with the dude pulled out a gun and just shot him.
Mm.
So it was kind of like I know some people were like, man, he was a bitch for shooting him, and some other people were like, he would have done the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, why didn't he just pull out his gun and just shoot him? You know.
That's one of those things like considering self-defense and looking at you're a fucking coward for shooting an unarmed man. Well, damn, dude, the dude probably had a weapon. It was just a couple of seconds off compared to when
he didn't get to it.
You don't know that though, and we definitely don't know that because did they say that if he was carrying anything at that point?
I don't remember, and obviously it being security camera footage at fucking like midnight or whatever.
It's kind of hard to tell.
It was any headlights that passed by just completely blew the contrast of the video, so you couldn't blue it. But you couldn't even tell who's who until like the investigators put circles around who's who and made it clear. But it was like that whole before his death and then after was just crazy because there's like even before his death obviously there was killings, But then after, it was one of those things where it's all right. Now we got to retaliate.
Yeah.
And go kill the people a part of the gang that killed Vaughn.
So that was Quando Rondo's people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this hit with his cousin got or something, whatever got killed in front of him. He's like, I'm dropping my flag. I'm not doing this shit no more. And then there was young Dolph got killed buying cookies.
You know what's crazy is a lot of these people have had and could have had such a beautiful and flourishing career, but they have to stick to their guns.
I mean, just look at Dirk and Keith, Chief Keef. I mean, they were a part of that, but you know now they're just mainly sticking to music.
Mm-hmm.
Keith just disappeared.
Yeah, he doesn't really drop it. He hasn't dropped it.
He got his money and got moved away.
That's one of those things where you make your money doing it, and then you can leave that.
But that's the thing. You're not supposed to continue doing that shit.
No.
They think that, oh, I'm gonna keep doing it after I get signed. Bro, fucking stop. Live in the fucking studio, make music. You don't have to do that shit no more.
I mean, a lot of them do. A lot of them sit there and actually, well, I say rappers. A lot of rappers make it out of that and do something. And
well,
it's just a majority of, I don't know, maybe it's just the lifestyle that's associated with.
Well, not even that, because I mean, it'll still follow you, because that's what happened to Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Like, he got out of it, and he was living in what?
Well, that was a fucked up situation.
It was.
Because the location was on that picture, but he was still involved.
But not as heavily as...
Not as heavily, but he was still involved.
He was still involved in it.
But like Pimp C said, you're gonna die in your own city as a rapper. You think that's your spot, because you got a fan base, that's where you're from. But you still got fucking enemies that want to take you out in your own hometown, because how many rappers die in the hometown?
But he was...
True. Look at Mo 3. Died on the fucking freeway in Dallas.
Damn.
Yeah, they hit pretty fucking smart.
Wow. Still, I think it's one of those things it's wild. It's wild to think about. They can step out at any time, but are there going to be people that are going to let them step out?
Well, I also think it comes down to one of those things where it's like they don't want to step out because it's turning your back against it. You know what I mean? Even though you've done everything for them, so they never really want to leave.
Wouldn't that just kind of like be like false idolatry at that point? Like you're just idolizing something that's wrong.
In a way.
That's how I see it, at least. And like again, I'm genuinely not bashing anyone on this. I think it's just a situation, like the stigma behind everything. Like
I think they become accustomed to it, so it's like this is what my life has to be.
Yeah.
Instead of there's a way out, and you can turn shit positive.
Cause wasn't there that one dude that now I know he's a what is it like he was a really big criminal in the like underground drug world in like Chicago. Did time. A lot of people, like some dude died. It was like a big old. I think they made a movie about it, and he wound up going to prison, doing his time, and coming out of it. And he actually like is like a penned author out of it from all of it. And he turned his life around and said like hey, I'm trying to fight drugs now. Like I don't want to do this anymore. But there were people that were still against him and wanted him.
Oh yeah, there's always
dead.
People do it.
Yeah.
And now I think he's still alive.
I mean, you have haters everywhere.
I probably have some haters.
I know I got fucking haters.
Hey.
I got fucking haters.
I do. We were just talking about the other day.
I got one.
Yeah, one? Those are rookie numbers, kid. You got both those up.
It should be that low, dude.
You sounded so fucking innocent.
I don't want no smoke. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm really just
There's more than just rappers, celebrities that have passed. You know.
Those are just like...
We're looking at that, I guess, in just a simplistic spectrum, I guess.
Yeah.
At least this instance.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of people in sports, too, that have passed that either, like, genuinely shocked everybody or you know, in some cases were like, yeah, fuck that piece of shit. You know,
like OJ?
And like OJ. Yeah. Dude, that happened at work.
Dude, that was fucking wild. Because you usually go, OJ passed! I go, yeah, like this morning, I think. I was like, yeah. I mean, it's so weird because it's like he's a conflicted interest. That's how I look at it. Because the dude had a fucking phenomenal career, and just an instance of what jealousy? Is that what it was? And no one still knows, and I don't think we ever will know.
I mean, in the court papers, he's innocent, but
in criminal court he's innocent, but in civil court he was held liable.
Yeah. So. But I mean, I think one that shocked me, and I'm pretty sure shocked a lot of people, just how abrupt it was when Kobe died.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was wild.
Because you never expect something like that, especially in the way that he passed.
Yeah.
And like, I guess if you look at it before it happened, you see him in a helicopter. Oh, that has to be a routine, you know. He's taking a helicopter, whatever, you know what I mean? But just one day he takes it, and then that's it.
And what, his daughter was with him, wasn't
His daughter, and I think...
His daughter, her teammate, and her parents, and then someone else.
And obviously the pilots and everything, but...
I think it's just his widow and his youngest son that survived?
No, he has 2 other. They only had 3 girls.
Was it? I thought they had a son. Oh,
no.
That's right. It was
so
2
it's
girls.
The wife and the 2 girls are what's left.
Damn, that's sad. But it's a legacy still.
I mean, yeah, it's a legacy, but shit. I mean, imagine.
But it's just... When it happened, I knew something bad was going to happen shortly after. Like, I knew something, like, devastating. I'm thinking, I was like, it's not just the sports world it's going to happen to. And what happens right after? COVID hits hard. It happened right before it hit.
So you're saying when
was.
Kobe died, the portal opened up and COVID happened?
Let's not go that far, but I just felt like something bad was going to happen. And like I said, I even told because I was at a family member, I went down to the coast. I have some family members that live down there, and went to go watch a family member get married to her husband, who are great. I'm glad it happened. But the fact that we go down there and it's all going good, you know, I had time to sit there and think about life and shit.
As you do, pondering the water.
When we got back to the house, and I was like, dude, something just doesn't feel right. Like, and I was like, nah, maybe I'm just going crazy. I was like, I better go to sleep. I was like, I gotta go back to work at the end of the week anyway, so I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. So that morning, wake up, and we're all, my family's all just staring at the TV and go, what's going on? Kobe just died.
Yeah.
And I just remember looking at that screen and like, yeah, no, this is the start of something bad. This is not a good year. Something's just not right. There's no fucking way. Shortly before that, or shortly after we get back, kiddo gets sick. They say, hey, start keeping people home from school. I go, no, something bad's happening. And then COVID. And then I go, fuck. I can't tell the future, but I just knew that I had that instinct. But I will say, that was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I know. Well, at least I don't think there's ever been a celebrity that's been that tragically murdered. I wouldn't say murdered, but like he died in a tragic incident. That's never had that profound of an effect. At least I don't think so.
Michael Jackson.
That's tragic in the sense of how it happened. Like what led up to it. This one just out of nowhere.
Oh, it was out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. It was out of nowhere. For Michael's, it was just there was some shit going on, and you could even see it. Like, what is it? You ever saw? What was it? This Is It? Is that what it was called? Have you ever watched any of that movie?
Mm-hmm.
You could tell something was going on. We knew. Like, I think the whole world knew, but I think a lot of them were just blind.
Was that an accident or was that intentional? Because didn't the doctor go to prison?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I feel like there was some intent behind it.
So the Illuminati.
I don't think it was that.
The triangle people.
No, I don't think it was that.
They killed him.
I do believe there was some. I think Reed was behind it. I can tell you that much. Because when you have a name as famous as Michael Jackson.
But fuck, did you see the fucking portfolio he had of everybody's fucking songs and shit he owned?
There was something he wanted.
He was a fucking smart fucking investor.
So I'm saying there was something he wanted. But yeah, like I said, I think there was some greed involved. That's me.
Okay, so what about Kurt Cobain? What was that?
Smith and Wesson.
I don't think that's who made that
I
shit.
thought it was Remington.
It was Remington. I'm sorry. We're about to touch on to something real
Like, I was
nasty.
like, did it? Was it? You know, he wanted to have a sunroof in his head, or did his wife?
Holy
Well, I think
shit.
it was the interior.
Holy shit.
I think it was the
God
interior.
damn, dude.
decorator.
Sorry. What?
I think it was the interior decorator. So put a little red and pink on that wall, man. You'll be alright. Some eggshell white.
You getting mad at my comment? The shit he was ready to say. God damn it.
To the Nirvana camp, we want no flack at all. Please.
He caught some flack in the fucking brain, though, dude. Jesus
This-
Christ.
Yeah.
Do you think it smelled like Teen Spirit? Or just gunpowder and iron?
It might have just been in bloom.
You know what I think I heard? And you know what I think it sounded like? Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all can touch this one. I feel kind of bad because of the fact that we just came out of the gate on this one. God damn, I mean, fuck. No, that one, I'm gonna say that's,
What year did he die?
what, 90,
Fuck, I was a child.
94?
Yeah, I was in.
Because I remember
I
I
wasn't
was,
semen yet, dude.
I was taking a nap on the couch, and I woke up to my mom crying, like, well, what happened? She's like, Kurt Cobain died. And I was like, that name sounds familiar. Who the fuck was it?
Yeah, 94.
94. Damn.
Hmm?
I was 8.
I was negative.
Negative 16.
Was I?
I don't know, I'm fucking guessing here.
No. I was a negative number, though.
What year were you born?
02.
8.
Negative 8. Nice. Nice.
I didn't know that.
What?
I learned something new today. You know Kurt Cobain's daughter is married to Tony Hawk?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I knew she was married. I didn't know it was to the
Well,
Hawk.
Hawk's son.
Hmm?
Ain't Tony Hawk's son?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right, it's Tony Hawk's son.
Who's another musician? I'm trying to
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Not even an actor. What about Robbie Williams?
That's.
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
Did you say Robbie Williams?
Yeah, he's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, Robbie Williams still alive.
Robin Williams.
You guys want to go watch that movie?
What?
What movie?
Robbie Williams movie?
Yes.
Him as a monkey.
I like that one.
For the next 2 hours.
No.
Your ass is mine.
Ooh.
What's wrong with you?
I had a feeling I'd feel pretty good.
So,
Robin Williams was sad.
yeah, Robin Williams was very sad.
It was sad.
I don't think anyone that watched that was not in tears. Like, or at least saw that that news break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one was kind of real tragic. But then you started hearing stories of like his depression and shit
Yeah.
like that. Then you kind of go, fuck. Like it really shows.
Ain't that what Anthony Bourdain did too?
I think so.
It was depression or some shit.
I think his also was. It was just. I think there was those notes that were saying like notes he left behind like in his journals saying like he found a lot of things that were genuinely enjoyable to him in his head were just altogether insufferable too. Like it was wild. So I think what it is like for instance if me and you were to go like to a concert and we're like oh we're gonna go see like a metalcore band. And at the end of the day, you're going to be like, dude, I fucking loved every bit of it. I'm going to go, yeah, I loved every bit of it. But we're going to go home. You're going to go, damn, I want to learn how to play this song. I'm just probably lay there and go, nope. Yep. couldn't enjoy it. And it's just how depression rolls. So to think that all the things he had ever done, like, you know, those travel adventures, stuff like that across the world, like, dude looked on, like, and what is it, on the screen, dude looked like he was having a blast. Yeah. But inside that headspace, he's not. He's like, dude, this is awful.
That's what usually gets you.
And it sucks because you don't ever want to think that that's it. You know, that's what my life's accumulated to. You can't do that. But sometimes it's a mental illness. Like I'll be 100 with y'all. I have manic depression. It's one of those things like I've always dealt with, and I've known it since middle school. I just find ways to kind of like be like, dude, nah, we're not doing this shit today. Like I'll go to work and I'll go, this ain't it. None of it is. But then again, my job.
Yeah, that's pretty much the sentiment.
But I do go in with high hopes of saying there's better grass. So
right.
Where is it? We gotta find it. And me being ADHD, I can sit there and kind of like slap it off, you know. Mm-hmm. Some people just can't though. And I think in that case it's like Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. It's sad because dude genuinely brought joy to the world.
Yeah.
Like, I think my first time genuinely hearing a phenomenal voice acting role, it was Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah, that's what our generation had.
Yeah, and it was phenomenal. And then
we had Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, Miss Doubtfire.
Then we got her, we're like, holy shit, what's this Vietnam shit?
Yeah. Fucking, you ever watch Flubber?
Yes.
Have you know Flubber? Dude.
It's a funny well, it's it was funny.
To me, Flubber was the first movie I think I ever watched where you could genuinely see. It was like their first time working with 3D animation.
Yeah.
Or Disney's first time doing 3D in a live action setting.
It worked.
It did great.
It worked.
But I think it really showed me like the differences between like genuine heartfelt humor, especially compared to like his starting career. Dude was unhinged.
He was an alcoholic,
but he was unhinged in a good way.
But he was an alcoholic, and then he stopped drinking, and then
I think it also probably didn't help any. I think if he just completely quit, it probably didn't help. But then again, I don't know.
He was probably self-medicating.
Yeah.
As one talking about another, yeah. He was self-medicating.
At the end of the day, you know. But he couldn't find a way.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
I'll tell you, another one that kind of hit the world pretty hard. Miss Betty White.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say.
Betty White. You okay over there?
Reading comments.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Already we got comments?
Yeah, we already got comments.
Awesome.
Yeah. Which is perfect timing.
Yeah. Hey, we posted a thing on Facebook. So
made a little post on Facebook. And if you guys Facebook, the Hey Man Podcast.
Subscribe. Penis. Subscribe.
Dang it. If you guys, do see this video or listen to this on Spotify, or and watch on YouTube, you still go ahead and go comment.
Yeah, please do.
We're still gonna touch on this. We're gonna touch it on.
Who's gonna touch it? You gonna touch it, or I'm gonna touch it, or can we touch it together?
Tips.
Oh yeah.
But we can talk about this next episode too. So anyone who sees this and is thinking, shit, I'm late, they're not gonna talk about it. We'll talk about these that came up now, and then we'll go ahead and
relax. We're always gonna do a fucking callback.
Yeah, we'll redo it. We'll revisit.
And don't worry, it'll be me who does it. But
Seen on TV Part 2.
Oh god. But you know what's one I don't really see a lot of people talk about anymore? Ryan Dunn.
Okay, so that is another tragic one, but I also believe that the sense of fame is also there. That makes, I think, what makes it tragic. Because I remember waking up and me and my friend, and y'all will meet him tomorrow. I just started thinking about that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
We are big Jackass fans, and like as I get older, the older I get, the more I go, God, these guys are still alive. Shut up.
If you're old, what the fuck am I?
Falling out dust over there, man.
Is that why it hurts?
I think I realized, like, wow, I'm surprised these guys like even lived through the first movie.
I don't know how they did.
I'm surprised they lived through any of the seasons. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, that shit was no. I'm not doing it.
But with Ryan Dunn, that one was wild.
See, I remember vividly. I was watching. I forgot which Jackass movie it was, but it was the one when they would cut to the little mini interviews.
Mm-hmm.
They were sitting in the director's chair, and I think they were in London. I don't remember what the background was like.
Forever.
Was it?
Forever.
Jackass Forever? I remember I was watching that, and I remember pretty recently after watching that I heard about him passing, and then, I heard about, or I saw Bam, talking about it, tears and everything like that with his sunglasses on, and I'm like, I think that's when I realized that celebrities do die, and it's not just like a,
They're people. What the fuck do you mean?
It never connected oh, these people are gonna die one day, and they're just not gonna make anything new. That's just gonna be it. Because then other Jackass media would come out, and he just wouldn't be in it, and I would be
He's a child. Remember?
I know, but it's my. Did you think they were eldritch horrors?
No, I'm talking about.
You think they're cartoons that are just gonna be around forever?
When it comes to their media, is what I meant.
Yeah.
They're just that's it. Obviously, with some musicians, they have stored shit that comes out after they die. But when it comes to someone who makes TV shows and does movies and everything that, after that, that's it. You know, unless they have some scenes that they were keeping that they come out after post-mortem, and
posthumous.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, posthumous.
That was post-mortem.
No, post-mortem's kind of like what you use inside the morgue.
Well, who knows?
Posthumous. Whenever they say something like that, it's called a posthumous release. No type shit there, by the way. Just want to say,
Humus.
Posthumous release.
How about the motherfucker that used to be alive and got this?
But
whenever everyone's trying not to go.
Whenever he passed, that's when it clicked. That's the last time I'm going to see him.
Yep.
Is in the last Jackass movie. That's it. After that, that's it. He's not going to be there. They probably will do in a remembrance thing, which I think they did.
Yeah.
But after that, that's it. And then I would watch another Jackass movie that would come out, and he just wouldn't be there. And then obviously Bam wouldn't be there because of whatever his episodes and whatever happened. And also I think he had his own show anyways.
Evil of Bam.
Yeah.
Which was funny as shit.
I fucking love that. I love that show.
Great. Being kicking Phil's ass all the time.
But I think because of that, I noticed there was a giant fall off in the Bam camp. Mm-hmm. At least on because you could tell the whole situation. I think it was a full mental deterioration for him because that was his best friend.
Yeah.
Well, that's still sticking around today.
Mm-hmm. And they're all together. I'd say. I mean, Johnny Knoxville felt he's found, and this is just me. I think Knoxville found a lot more success as a person, more of a personality to talk to, like Steve-O has. Steve-O's made it. Steve-O's done something like a full turnaround that most people don't ever imagine.
Yes, the fact he got sober is great.
And I'm definitely proud. But think about this. Steve-O should have died so many times. But in the most recent time I thought, I was like, dude, this dude is going to fucking die, is whenever he climbed that skyscraper, and they had to call cops to come get him.
Oh, he was on that crane?
Yeah, and everyone thought he was doing it because he was having a mental breakdown. No, he was doing it as was an advocate for animal rights.
Yeah, something like that, protesting
And he got down, and they brought him down, and he was like, yeah! Oh, you guys are arresting me. Because he climbed it illegally. And I think it was, at that moment, I thought, I was like, it really does show, more, how fragile our lives can be. But, it's even more shocking, or, I don't know, I guess it's more, I don't know how to really describe that, but it's a big fucking deal when it's a celebrity. So,
it's because everybody knows him.
Yeah, and it's a name. It's someone you probably know.
Old Man Weathers down the street.
I mean, it'd be a big deal, obviously, because it's like, oh man, I like talking to that person. But like when you see someone, you're like, I grew up watching this.
Oh yeah.
Then it's sad. Like what was I think the biggest one for me. I don't remember his name, so I feel bad. It is a big deal, especially if you've grown up watching, Saturday morning cartoons or just television in general. Green Ranger, Power Rangers. Jason, was it Jason?
I didn't have cable.
But he was Tommy on Power Rangers, but yeah, because this was just what 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
That shocked everybody because he had his TikTok, and TikTok was blowing up. All us older people were like, yeah, and then come to find out they say why he did it?
He was already kind of in a bad mental space.
Okay.
Give me a sec, because I'm going to look his name up. Jason David Frank. Yep, 2022.
Yep. The Green Ranger then turned into the White Ranger.
That was pretty fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think that's also another of those things, like you just can't fight those demons.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
I was just reading the comments. And someone in the comments put something that we kind of made fun of. That second comment, the first name that's on there.
The second comment or the first comment?
The second comment, the first name that is on that little 3 name.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's one in there that I can sit there and say.
Which one? You didn't say it.
Staley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of Lane at all.
No, I'm saying
I fucking love Lane.
That one's one of those is you have mental demons and you have physical demons.
And he could not
and
kick
that's one of those you just couldn't.
That's what, because he has the book coming out.
Yeah.
And they call it the Angry Pen. So I'm assuming that his journal, he was just fed up and frustrated that he could not kick that habit.
Yeah. But then again, I don't even think it's that. I think it's more of, because what was it? It was heroin abuse, right?
Yeah, he was addicted to heroin and fucking, that's what.
I mean, he was a bunch, but I think what was it? I think it was,
and the shitty part was his mom found him.
what was it? Cardiac arrest due to acute abuse, something like that?
He basically just OD'd.
Yeah.
OD.
So it's with Lane, I think that was a big shocker. Like, I think that almost, I honestly think that almost killed off Alice in Chains.
It did.
I say almost. They're still kicking. They're still going down. They're going strong.
Oh fuck, this is great.
And I gotta give it to what's his name, William Duvall, for filling a role that most people would be intimidated to do.
He does it right.
He does it. He doesn't. Okay, like most people say, they hated the idea that he was gonna fill that role. They said, "Oh, it's not Lane." Well, no fucking shit. What do you expect? Lane Staley 2.0? No, that's not.
You can never have
right.
that again.
Like, it's not fair.
And I think a lot of it's just Jerry Cantrell fighting to keep. Because I think for him, it's one, yeah, he's a musician, wants to do that. But if he keeps the band going, that's still a piece of Lane carrying on with them forever.
See.
But then fans are going to be fans the same way I are with Linkin Park. Same way I are with Slayer. It's not the original lineup. It's not going to work. Skinner, it's not going to work. Not the original lineup.
I think Skinner, I think they're done. Like, I don't think there's no way they can bring that back. Like, yeah, they can all get together and like have like a lot of musicians to play, and the remaining members do it. Is there like two members that are still alive?
I think, and then his brother is singing.
Yeah. So to me, if I sit there and I hear like, oh, Leonard Skinner's back, no, it's at this point just 38 Special.
God damn.
I'm just being honest.
You got a point. You got a point.
It's not that it's not. I like 38 Special. I do.
I think they were decent.
No, I think they were good. It was different. Like everyone was like, oh, it's Diet Leonard Skinner. No, it's just a Leonard Skinner in a different vein. It's part of the camp. It's him still. Was it? It's the singer, right? I think it's the singer. but I think he actually did a multi-instrumental role. Anyways, point being, in that instance, there is no Leonard Skinner because you took away like 3/4 of the band. Like they're gone. It's gone, and it's sad because a lot of people try.
It's always planes, man.
Especially nowadays, planes falling to fucking sky.
Steve, because here we go. We're what you said at work the other day.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray, Big Bopper,
Richie.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
You know they're remaking that movie?
Nah.
They're remaking La Bamba.
Huh. Is it Lou Diamond Phillips still?
No, because someone asked him, he goes, yeah, they are remaking it.
Lou Diamond Phillips?
And he was like, what? And he was trying to figure out why they were remaking it. He's like, I thought I did.
They asked him?
They asked him about, is it getting remade? And he said,
that
yeah.
shit's wild.
He's like, yeah, but I don't know why. I thought I did a good job.
Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, but wasn't Buddy Guy part of that?
Buddy Holly?
Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy's blues guitarist. My bad. They had the first name, okay? Don't at me. But they're gonna at me, I know it. Damn it.
I got there's a name that popped up twice in these comments. Paul Walker, man.
Okay, so for me,
He moved fast.
I will say this.
Little Furious.
It was sad, but it's not. It's gonna sound fucked up when I say it. I didn't find it that wrenching to me compared to like my friend. Because if you're a person who loves the idea of like car movies and stuff like that, Fast and Furious is gonna be up there in your list. And for him,
Well, at least the first 3, everything else just turned out stupid.
Badly. But
So much torque and twisted.
But in this instance, for me, I think I kind of was like, oh, dude, that's fucking sad. But like, my friend was bummed. Like he was devastated by it, and I go, I don't understand why. Like, but if those movies had a big influence on you.
Well, not just the car movies. I mean, Paul Walker was a hell of an actor.
Yeah, I know he was.
So there was that, and then his best friend's a fucking race car driver, and then crashed into a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that opened up a whole flood of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck.
It was a fucking gnarly crash too, man.
Yeah.
The pictures of the car.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't much left. Fucking car, goddamn.
But
yeah, that one was kind of, like I said, for me, I didn't fully understand. Like, yeah, it is sad, tragic, freak accident.
Yeah.
It's just one of those that I kind of was like, damn. But
I mean, it doesn't have to be something that is so gut wrenching, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, no way. It's just one of those things where like you read it and you're like, shit, like,
so
that fucking sucks.
You want me to tell you one of the biggest ones that I think I genuinely cried on? Like, I cried for days. I didn't like boo hoo and bawl, but like it was a big fucking deal.
Cornell?
Who?
Chris Cornell?
No.
Oh.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, that was really big deal.
Alexi Lejo of Children of Bodom. I didn't like. I was waiting for the next Bodom album, and I was like super stoked because at the time, me picking up guitar, I started really getting into the more rhythmic playing while still trying to do like solos and stuff. And he was a big inspiration because, one, he was a small dude, tiny hands, big ass guitar, and I was thinking, I'm kind of that dude. He was an inspiration for, smaller statured people to overcome those obstacles. So that's why I picked up like this because I felt, shut up. I picked this up and I was thinking this is a big deal for me because now I feel so comfortable playing because of Alexi Lejo. And for me, I think whenever I was at work and I just got off and my mom called me. She goes, "Hey, have you seen the news?" No, I'm on my way home. So I go home and she goes, "Hey," and she points to the TV and there it is. It says it like on under banner. It's not headline.
Oh, the little ticker that I always used to have on the bottom.
And I go, "Huh? No way." So I look it up and I go to the room. And I kind of I felt defeated. Like I felt like that was it. I was never gonna be able to meet this dude in my life. I was hoping I'd have made it in a band, which I had tried so many times successfully to try, but hey, sometimes it don't work that way. But my goal was I wanted to try to meet him, and I can't. But instead, I can only carry on what I do because of his influence on me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, but yeah, like for me, that was a big fucking deal. I think Chris Cornell was a big one because shit, that was wild.
His fucking voice,
I
man.
mean, but that falls in the same vein of Robin Williams, fucking Anthony Bourdain, Mental Demons, and you can hear it in his music. You ever listen to that? They ever actually listen to the words of Black Hole Sun? Yeah, like, shit's wild.
Yeah.
And that's from a mind of a dude who's hiding more than what we really knew.
But that was a hell of a song to listen to when the clips was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was glad I got to listen to it when the clips was going on.
I'm proud of you for doing something that most people don't think about.
It made me feel good.
Like
Like our famous brothers from Dallas, Dimebag and Vinnie Paul.
Yeah.
Both of those.
Dimebags was definitely tragic.
That was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're a fan, you're mad at them for breaking up, so you're gonna kill him to where they can't get back together. And they really were just on hiatus.
But
It's crazy that it was all filmed too.
I think the biggest,
For that little ass venue.
I think also the biggest takeaway from it too is his tragic passing was due to mental health.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him, it was,
The individual who did it.
and it's sad because like didn't he take his life right after?
Wasn't he a Marine? Like
Yeah.
PTSD and all that?
Yeah, he had. I think he killed 2 other people there, and then he killed himself.
So I think he took his own life.
Yeah.
And like I said, like that right there, that was a big tragic thing because you weren't expecting it. No one was.
No, that was out of the blue. Like, what the fuck?
No, yeah, I mean, they were on stage playing, and he just walks on stage and shoots them. And then the security jumps on him, he shoots one of them, and then shoots, I think, someone in the crowd.
I think he took the tech. I think he shot the tech too.
I think he
Probably
might
as a text, probably tried to rush him.
Yeah, I know he for sure killed the security guard when,
Yeah.
when he jumped on him. And I don't remember if he, on accident shot into the crowd and killed somebody, or it was someone else who was jumping on him. But I'm pretty sure he killed somebody else, and then he killed himself.
Because like that, like I said, that right there, that was tragic. That's fucking something no one expected because it's just him. It was Dimebag doing Dimebag stuff, living life to the fullest. You know, heavy metal, rock and roll, balls to the wall type shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, gone. And everyone's all like, "Oh, he was deranged." Well, did anyone want to give him like a checkup? Like, if he's part of the military, shouldn't that be y'all's big thing? Like,
We've all heard stories about the VA, so
I mean, my brother can tell you.
yeah, they don't. Yeah.
And
And
like,
then when Vinny passed,
I think that, what was it? His was a heart attack.
his was a heart attack, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Now, I think that he really did his best to carry on the legacy.
Oh yeah.
But now we have Zach Wilde.
I'm fine with it. You're not a Zach Wilde fan?
It's not that I'm not a Zach Wilde fan. I think it's just one of those like
He just looks like a dirty son of a bitch.
he's to me I think they chose someone who looks damn near identical to the style that Dimebag had.
Well, I mean,
You know, redneck, camo,
biker.
bright, flashy guitars. Well, maybe not Zach's.
Well, it's black and white.
Yeah.
It's crazy
But
pattern.
I think my thing is, you know, they could have got different guitars. They could have got Jeff Loomis of Nevermore.
They probably
We're
just
coming back, by the way.
they probably just asked him like, "Who we get?" And we need someone that's been around, knows what the fuck they're doing. Obviously, you get
And
the
yeah,
guy who started for a fucking playing for Ozzy at 18.
But then again, he had, what was it, Rebel something?
His band,
Yeah, his
Black
one.
Label Society.
It was something. It was called something before that.
I don't know.
God damn it. God.
I'll throw out another one. Prince, another musician.
I think that
That was drugs too.
this one's gonna kind of sound fucked up on my side when I say it this way. I feel like this was another similar incident like Michael Jackson. I think so. His followed down to what he was prescribed. It was an accumulation of a lot of things, though, from what I understand.
I mean, he definitely was abusing it, so it really wouldn't have. If you abuse it, your chances are it's going to come back and get you.
Yeah, but his Super Bowl performance.
It's Prince.
I know.
It is Prince. Prince is...
You couldn't... When it comes to playing a fucking guitar, you can't hold that motherfucker. They'll just put you to shame. And steal your girl. While wearing purple and acting flamboyant.
It's crazy how...
Pride and Glory.
He made it rain like that.
Well, how did he turn to purple?
I don't know. How did he get big on that one screen? Did you see it? He, like, they put that banner up and he just grew. That's crazy. I guess Purple Rain must do that.
Yeah, it's called Pride and Glory.
When Doves Cry has it too. So.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to remember.
What?
Pride and Glory.
Oh, I remember them.
It was like a one-off band with a dude from White Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to me Southern rock, Southern metal.
It was just like, hey, let's just do this.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
You know, since we're talking about a Prince, why not talk about the King? Mr. Elvis, man.
Man.
He's still alive.
I'm not an Elvis fan. I never liked his music. I think it sucked.
I like a couple of his songs.
Just like I think the Beatles suck ass. That's not for me.
Hey, there's only one member we like.
I don't even like that motherfucker.
You don't like Ringo?
No.
Why not?
Our Ringo.
We're
As a person,
communist Ringo now. Ours. It's our Ringo.
Our Ringo, you can't have him.
You must share him.
Sorry, Paul.
But Elvis is dead. He died. And he was taking uppers in the morning and downers at night. The dude, your body can't handle that shit. His heart was like, oh, fuck this, I'm done.
It's kind of crazy how big he got from what he looked like before that.
Yeah.
Just how...
Yeah. But...
And he was actually here.
I actually...
Yeah, the Elite Cafe, he ate there.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I think I did watch a big old documentary on, like, what happened whenever he, like, what led up to the days of his passing and, like, why he got so big. Dude was doing, like, back-to-back shows talking about, they sit there and go, hey, we have a show here in Houston, Texas. We need you to be here at 6 a.m. Okay, well, my manager says I have one in Nashville that I need to be at 5 a.m. So if I need to be there doing that and I need to be there the next day, I'm going to have to be on that plane immediately. Can y'all have that prep? Cool. Well, I'm not going to have any time to sleep. You can sleep on the plane. I can't sleep on planes. It's just it was a whole bunch of back and forth things. Wasn't healthy. Dude was like living on just anything he could fucking eat just to keep himself nourished. Hopping himself up on painkillers. Believe, if I remember right, I think there was a coke to keep him, but he wasn't like addicted to it. He was using it as a way to keep himself strung, to keep himself awake. Like he was literally bringing his heart down to just it.
I would just told them motherfuckers, no, I'll get there when I get there.
Plus, the way his passing was, it did lead up and it did show like he had bad health. He had bad health because of the rigors of touring like that as a superstar. I mean, it's sad. That one's sad, I think. But it's not like, to me, okay, so I say this the way I do. It's not sad that the reason he died, but it's sad the reason that led to it.
Yeah, the industry fucked him.
Yep. And that's, I think that's a big fucking deal. And like, has it gotten better? In the DIY camp, yes.
Well, yeah, now, especially now with the internet and
yes, it's
the equipment we have, we could do it and just put it out now without having to worry about the old school way.
But like superstars, like
which are still being fed through that same bullshit.
Yep. So like, I think like I'm gonna throw one out there, like Kendrick Lamar. Dude's like a pariah right now.
They're gonna run him ragged and get what they want out of him.
And I don't think he will let them. I don't think so. But it's gonna get to that point where it's gonna get close. And it's going to be a little more concerning.
They got your signatures, so that's all they need to do, whatever the fuck they want.
But I think what they'll do is they'll run him ragged to where he's going to go, I want nothing to do with music. And by the time that he does that, it's... If he lets it get that far, it'll be too late.
They already have the next person.
Mm-hmm.
So
they'll already have that next person to throw in line. I think it's kind of why I respect like Thundercat, like his bassist.
mm-hmm.
The dude's like, no, yeah, I'm all DIY. Like, dude's smart. What's his name? T-Pain. T-Pain's another one that they could have fucked over so hard, but he's like, I did my own thing. A lot of those that do that and say, I want to do my thing and I want to do it the right way,
yeah,
they're the ones that I believe should be the poster, like the poster ideal for how to not let an industry get to you.
they are. It's just the industry is going to be the industry, and
because Elvis to me is the prime reason of that. Like they really fucked that man over. I think another one like that was Johnny Cash. That's me, but Johnny Cash
he had his own demons.
Mm-hmm. And even he admitted to it, even in his final days, and I got to give mad respect to that. But what his leading up to that is it's wild. So I think that was one of those I look at and I go, his passing was due to the industry, and they didn't.
I'll tell you one that's fucked up. Marvin Gaye.
How did he die?
Dad shot him.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Look it up.
I'm doing that.
His
How
dad
do you
shot
spell
him.
his last name? Is it 2 Y's or just one?
It's just one.
Okay, so Gay.
Yes, sir. Dick. Yeah.
Hope one day my name ends up on one of these types of podcasts.
Oh yeah, holy shit.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure out what kind of animal's gonna eat you ass first, but
We'll see when you get that heart attack, man.
I ain't getting no heart attack, buddy.
Take the Vinny route, man.
No.
Don't leave me hanging.
No.
Don't leave me. Give me some skin. Give me some nuck.
Foreskin?
Give me some nuck.
You okay over there?
Yeah, that's fucking wild already.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation.
So his dad was one that kind of already grew up with problems. And dude, that's sad. So yeah, he was trying to intervene in a fight between his dad and his mom, and just wrong place, wrong time. Or maybe it was just meant to happen. I don't know. Yeah, that one's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who else I think was a really kind of wild passing? Billy Mays. I mean, I wasn't gonna say the slap shot guy. No, the only thing that died was that dude's career. So.
And maybe the tooth that got knocked out of the hooker with.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I feel like if she's a hooker, I think she got the no chomper for that. So it's straight up.
There is one that did affect the entire world. Steve Irwin.
Yes. I think Steve Irwin was a big one.
You know what
So this is a call to kill every stingray you fucking see.
The one thing that did come out of that situation that I didn't like is his son.
Robert.
Pretty much, I wouldn't say. Obviously, I think his name itself, the Irwin name, is helping him, but he's doing a lot of it on his own. And I mean, it shows. He's the front man. He's doing it. He's the one making the videos, and it's him. It's Robert. But a lot of the people in the comment sections are like, "Your dad would have loved you. Your dad would have been so proud of you," as if it isn't his fucking son.
I think.
And they make it seem like he never
experienced
a father.
Yeah.
So
like,
I will say, I think what they mean is, I think me outside looking in, I think a lot of those people mean to say your dad would be so proud if he could see you right now at the man you've become, to know that he raised you right to the point where
you're keeping it going.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And even if he wasn't going to keep it going, I think he'd be more ecstatic to see that his son's thriving. Because that's what every parent wants. Like me, my son, and then my to be born soon son, that's all I want. I want them to thrive, to be able to know that they can carry on everything and be successful. I don't want them to be kind of like always in a slump. I want them to learn, succeed, learn from my mistakes. And I think that's kind of what they mean is, and not saying he probably never made any mistakes, but to be able to see that Steve Irwin was an individual of animal rights and animal advocacy, to see his son carry on the footsteps. Well, they both do. Both him and Bindi.
Yeah, the whole family's still there.
Yeah, and
I'm still there too. So.
And I got to give it to Terry. Miss Irwin she did the right thing. Like, have you ever actually read any of the interviews, like the following and up and everything, like years after his passing? Like, they said if she had been seeing anybody, she was like, nope, my heart only belonged to one person. She goes, I had my fairy tale ending, and I'm happy with that. So her whole thing is like, I'm all about what me and him started was animal rights.
Yeah.
And I think that, to me, is beautiful in its own self. Like, sometimes in tragic incidents, which I genuinely think it genuinely was not the animal's fault nor his. I think it was just a moment it was a freak accident.
That's just nature, man.
Yeah, it's nature.
It does its own thing.
And he knew what he was going into, and no one can sit there and say it wasn't. Like, everyone's like, oh, that fucking stingray. Oh, it's like that one celebrity that jumped off of the boat, the sharks, that tore that kid alive. It was like
what are you talking about?
It was like some celebrity, like what, last year? They couldn't find him. I think it was a celebrity, I can't remember, but some dude who jumped off into a storm. It was storming, and there was a shark frenzy going on. He jumped off in the middle of the frenzy. What was he expecting? They were like, oh, he's going to come out of the water.
Is that the guy that said nothing's going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy? Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
Like, what were you expecting? It's nature. Did you think and they were like, oh yeah, they got videos of him like getting shredded alive
I think
and shit.
it was more of, it was an ocean creature instead of a crocodile. We're not like everyone, that's because you always see him jumping on them and talking about them, so everyone assumed it was going to be that.
But I think more of, and I say this, is they held a lot of like accountability. It's the creature's fault. They're why he should know how to handle these creatures.
They're fucking wild animals.
It's a fucking freak accident. What were you expecting?
Because even when he got bit by non-poisonous animals, he's like, it's my fault.
Yeah, like you ever see the
so fuck, dude.
Well,
don't pick it up.
Excuse me. What was that one where he I can't remember what show he was on, but it was like a talk show, and he had that red boa around his neck.
Oh, is that the one where it started tightening up?
Yeah, and it bit him.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, yeah. No, she got me.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, oh, he's gonna die like live. Well, no. He's had time to practice. He's had time to figure this out. He knows exactly how to handle a situation like this, because I guarantee
it's not the first time.
Exactly. So he knows how to handle it, because in that video,
he was calm.
There was no sense of fear. I think the only thing that startled him was the fact that she bit me.
Yeah,
and he goes, nope, he got me. Nope, she got me. And he put his hand there to give himself some breathing room. Yeah, he's going to have a little bit of pressure because it's a boa constrictor.
Yeah.
And red boas are some of the most aggressive, constrictors. They're there, and they can do the damage. The miss is 1-on-1. No, we barely have one, and I'm barely okay with her. Spicy motherfucker. Anyways.
Spicy noodle.
But, in that instance, I think it was just, it really was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone wasn't affected.
Because that's how we learned about shit.
That's
how we learned not to go to Australia, because everything that got over there fucking kills you.
Because what was that? It was Discovery Channel? Or was it Animal Planet? I think it was both. I think it was on both.
For him, it probably was.
Because,
I know at least it was on Animal Planet.
Because for me, waking up and that, growing up, I had two things I would flip into in between. Then as I got to the teen, then it kind of changed a little. It would be Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, or Cartoon Network. And then
back when Cartoon Network was cool.
Mm-hmm. And then after I started seeing like the change of Cartoon Network, it was no more. I kind of was like, no, what? I'm gonna kind of still learn about nature and shit like that the way I want to, and I switched to the Sci-Fi Channel. Because I loved watching Saturday night like B movies through Sci-Fi. They're so good, especially when you're up eating just the nastiest junk food you can think of.
You remember Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yes.
Remember that movie?
Yes.
I still hadn't grasped how TV worked at that time. So it was like, 7 o'clock when the movie came on? And I wanted to watch it again, so around 7 o'clock I went back to the channel like, it's not playing.
God. That's where I learned new things about you. I don't know how to handle situations.
Hey, I was young, what can I say?
You still
You're
are.
dumb as shit.
Frontal lobe connected in a few strands by now, so yeah, right?
It's all just a oh, that's how it does.
Pretty soon it'll connect. Good evening, gentlemen. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the Hold Pop Top. I don't think it's so supposed to connect now.
It will.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of these celebs that passed on us are kind of like the more tragic ones.
Betty White.
Huh?
Betty White.
Like we tried earlier. We tried bringing up earlier to you.
Huh?
We tried bringing her up earlier to you.
What?
It was like earlier.
Probably when you were on your fucking phone not paying attention to the conversation.
Well, I was reading beautiful comments. Well, not beautiful in this situation. Comments from our beautiful viewers.
Thank you. My better.
And
nice.
You're also looking at pictures of dong.
What I do in my free time is my free time.
But you're doing it next to me.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, but you didn't be like, hey, dude, check this one out. Shit, should have said something.
Oh, hey, we got another comment.
Oh yeah, what comment?
Let me see.
Was it this?
It's so good.
I'm gonna do this person, this viewer. I have 3, and we'll touch on them on next episodes. But I'll do one for our last one. Edward Van Halen.
Ooh.
I don't think you're supposed to call him Edward.
It says
So
Edward.
I get that.
I'm just saying. I'm reading the comment.
He wanted to go by Eddie.
Eddie Van Halen.
See, I think this is one like we could touch upon as musicians. I think it's kind of why it was kind of hard for me to bring up the whole Alexi Laiho thing, because like to most people he wasn't a celebrity. To me, he was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But like Eddie Van Halen was like the guy you look at as he was celeb number 1. But the music came first to him, and a lot of that's top tier to me. It's like a different echelon. At least I see it that way.
Yeah, because normally the music starts becoming a afterthought.
Never skipped it once with him.
He's like, no man, I gotta do the music first.
Like he was like everything else comes second. He didn't give a shit.
Even him.
See, but even to the point, like even what's her name? Ex-wife, Valerie Bertinelli. Valerie Bertinelli, fuck you. Can't help it. Like it was either I do this, or I know.
It's so big.
Let me think of it. Let me think of it real quick.
Jesus.
So yeah, I think that was a big deal. Like that one was. It sucked.
Well, Mommy did. You heard that?
I'm sorry.
That was sensational, dude.
It was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The hair on my neck stand up a little
Was
bit.
it supposed to be this?
You're sitting there talking mid-sentence.
Like that?
That would have been better if you did it like that instead of just a little. That's what it sounded like. What the fuck, dude?
Oopie. But no, that was a big deal. I think so. Yeah, Valerie Burton. I can't do it.
Hey, you can moan to her. You can moan to her.
No, she's still pretty.
How pretty?
She got to dial it in her name.
You're taking too long, man. You should have had it pulled up.
You never seen her?
I was trying to make him connect the dots and do the fucking noise. Oh.
It's her now.
Well, she's old now.
Very close.
She's old now.
I mean, that's how she looks now. That's her currently.
She's pretty.
So that's her. She's very.
You look up when she was younger.
And you can see why Mr. Van
He will
Halen.
do this right here.
A little poker?
Yeah, boy.
But like a lot of
Prolapse
things,
myself.
a lot of things that she had talked about in interviews about him. Nothing but like positive things. Like even though their separation was kind of like, holy shit, what happened?
I mean, isn't that what damn near everyone?
Mm-hmm. But for that, I think it was just like she talked nothing but highly about him. Like even like how we saw it for him was he put his music first. For him, he put his family, music, because the music is what gave him his family.
Yeah.
But I think whenever I found out that he passed, I was like, damn, he couldn't win. Cancer is one of the biggest tragic things that can ever take anybody.
And I don't think anybody wins when you battle that.
It's rare.
It's
rare.
That shit always comes back with a fucking force, and it's like, hey, no.
Man, it's sad. Like we got one guy who's who.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing good, and it kind of concerns me.
Last I heard, it came back with a vengeance, and he was not doing good at all.
Yeah, because what was it? It was leukemia. He has.
I think some type of leukemia.
Yeah, so he was a good dude. He's a shipper.
Really nice guy.
Real awesome dude. And what I mean awesome, dude. And that dude never has a mean bone in his body. I think the only time I ever heard him curse was BD cut him off one day. He was like, "Hey, what the fuck, man?"
Oh man, I was driving right here.
Yeah, and he goes, and they pulled him into the office and they questioned him and they sent him home for the day because of that. I was like, dude never gets mad. What happened? But yeah,
I believe it. I believe it now.
Yeah, now you do.
I believe it.
But in that sense though, it was. I think with cancer, it's awful. It's devastating. I can say my family, like I have my mom's side, her dad.
Yep.
When he had it, he even said, "I don't want any more chemo." Nope. And it was his second bout. And he said, "Nope, no more."
Chemo don't do shit, man. It kills you.
Yeah, it's.
You're pumping poison to kill a disease.
Poison.
Yeah, and you can't do that, man.
And he did say, I remember his last words were, "I'm not gonna let cancer win, though. I'm gonna go on my own terms." Passed away of a heart attack.
Hell yeah.
My dad said the hardest thing that he heard was he laughed on his way out. And to me, my grandpa was something different. They said he just laughed and he just laughed his way out.
It's kind of badass.
That's the way to go right there,
That's kind of
man.
badass.
Hey, and when my dad told me, I remember smirking. He goes, "Your granddad just passed away." I go,
Think about how he went.
Yeah, I mean, if he laughed, that means he won.
Yeah.
He said, "How?" I said, "What did he die of?" It's a heart attack. He goes, "Not cancer."
He won.
Yeah.
He won.
He said, my grandpa was something else. My family on my dad, God damn. Well, anyways. If a certain former long hair individual hears this, probably I like that one because that's like his big old dick meme right now. Like he'll just randomly do that in Section J.
He hasn't been there in a while, has he?
No, he was off the rest of the week.
Why? It's vacation time, I guess.
Because he sucks. He's a bitch. Probably that too. He
Put him on that ball, man.
But yeah, I remember.
Flannel car, dude. I swear.
What?
Flannel car.
Oh, his.
Yeah. It's so weird. I mean, it's cool to look at.
It's cute.
Know?
It's cute.
Me personally, Keith especially. I don't know how you fit in that thing.
Yeah, well, okay. Let me put it this way.
I wouldn't.
You tilt the whole thing, man.
Nah, man, that's what they do is just turn it into a single seater with the middle of the network.
On the shifter? You're sitting on the shifter?
That'll be the first thing I'm gonna ask.
Whoa.
We're learning new things today, huh?
He said he was a doctor. Now, the Super Bowl ring did throw me off, but...
It could have been one of his patients, man.
I mean, you never know.
It's fucking wild.
You had to take a couple steps back just to get out, huh?
One of a couple.
Whoa!
Remember what I told y'all on the truck the other day?
Yeah, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. All shit. I think we can drag this one out a lot longer, but
We're not going to.
we're not. I feel like we'll have to touch up on this episode a little bit in a later episode, but for now, it is kind of our little take on this. So, thanks for stopping by, listening. For the next episode, drop more on the post for Facebook or on the comments of this video. Just give us an idea for the next one. Any celebrities that had a big or maybe negative impact, whether or not you shit talk them, that's on y'all.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it on a few.
Yeah. But yeah, like give us a couple of ideas and we'll.
You think his balls are staying?
He just wanted to paint his house.
God damn.
The brain chandelier. Man.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Did you say brain chandelier?
Yeah.
Paint job so good it blew his mind.
That's fucked up.
Think he was puffing on the gunpowder smoke too?
Hell yeah. He got high.
Brain sure did get high, man.
He got so high he lost his mind.
For now, we'll go and call it here. I'm Adam.
I'm Keith.
This may be a little loud, so turn your volume down.
And we'll see you next time.